Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Chirag Pandit, and in this video I'm going to explain a brief concept called as data parameterization. This is a follow-up video tutorial. Now if you have not watched the earlier video tutorial, I suggest to go through that once. In my last video tutorial, I tried to dynamically parameterize our email ID such that it does not becomes duplicate every time we register our users. So what I'll do here is I'll try to parameterize the remaining data sources. I'll be using a CSV file. CSV stands for a comma separated values file. And let's jump right back in OpenScript. So the way you do it is you go to data banks, you add a CSV file, and from your test repository, assuming this is your script, so you create one of these parameterization file. So I'll give a name as param1.csv. You give relative to script and you hit OK. If the file is not available, it will create a new file. So what you need to do here is you need to open that file and you need to enter in your data. So what are the data which we are trying to parameterize? So we'll be trying to parameterize first name, comma, last name. What else is there? First name, last name, email, which is already parameterized, telephone, and you can go in your script and you can check it out. This is your telephone number. This is your address line number 1. So address line 1, address line 1. This is your city, CITY city. This is pin code. This is the country. So I'll just remove one of these country. This is our state. And this is your password string. You can directly enter in your password. So rather than this, you can give in something else. So password. And again, you need to enter in the password, and that's what this password will remain same. And check through, click, and it will wait for the second page, and it will wait for that new account to be successfully created. Yeah, pretty much that's what our data parameterization points are. So what I'll do here is I'll quickly create a few of these. So pretty much I have prepared our data file, and remember to enter in a new line character at the end of the file. So what we'll do here is we'll use this data source and pass it to our script at time of execution. So our script will pick all these values per iteration. So we have 4 lines. So all the 4 lines will be used at time of execution. So just a quick walkthrough. It will navigate to demo.opencard.com and it will wait for that page, and it will click on register now button. And once it launches in the second page, it will synchronize that page, out of which it will click on the first name. Now this is the place where we need to parameterize. So what I'll do is I'll select that character which we need to parameterize. We'll do a right click we substitute the variable. Now if you look at this, it will automatically pick the sources from where we need to fetch the data. So since we have already added param1 file in our data banks, it will automatically take that once. So we substitute that with first name, and so every time when it will show db.param1.firstname, comma, this is the older value which it had, you can remove off that older value. So I'll try to substitute that variable which is last name. This is the email which I already parameterized in the last video. This is the telephone number. This is our address line 1. Our city, pin code, country, state, and your password. You can directly type in your password and you can substitute that string variable here. So I'm not encrypting any passwords. And pretty much that's it. So what you need to do here is you need to execute and iterate over our data bank. Data bank is our param1. You need to sequentially iterate over next record. When you're out of records, you stop the user, or loop over a range, you can do it, and advance to a next record when script requests a new record every time or each occurrence of a script. Column, when out of the records, we stop the user. So if you look at our first line, so what it will do here is get databank param1 dot get databank next record. So what it will do here is it will request for a new record every time from our param1.csv file. So given that the first line here represents our columns, so every time it will loop through that given file, and so whenever our script requests a record, it will sequentially loop in through that file, and pretty much that's it. So when you click OK, it will loop through that given file, parameterizing our all values. Alright, so there is a problem here. So the problem here is every time when a browser is getting closed, we are not reinitializing a new browser. So if you re-trigger it again with all the records, and we'll see what the error, whether the error comes up again or not. Alright, so this is our second iteration. It uses Yash. So we've got the idea here, how it will do. So every time it will loop through our given data bank, which is param1. It will get the next record, it will launch our browser, it will navigate to demo.opencart.com, and it will use the values which are present in our data bank. So that's how you parameterize a given script. And in the next video, I'll try to show how you can parameterize using an Oracle database. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching in.